Okay, let's run through. Let me see. The first thing I want to work on is you getting this central line concept with the Bong Sao Wu Sao. So face the camera this way. So let me see you do the first part of the Chum Kiu. I'll tell you when to stop. Just do this part. Just do this. And then change. Just do that a few times. Okay, stop right there. First, you want to keep this straight. This all has to be a straight line. Okay? This should be out here a little bit. And higher up. Right? So now, this will stop a straight punch. Turn your center that way a little bit more, but keep your arms here. Now see, this will make the punch go past you. See? Now don't move at all. That's not going to help you against a round punch. Right? So in a round punch, without moving your waist, you'd put this in the center and this in the center. Keep it straight though. Elbow head in the wrist. Now see, for a round punch, see, I would stop it coming in. You need to have this up higher to protect your head. See? Right here. Now look, for a straight punch, that's not going to work. So this is center line, in line with your zipper. Now, without moving your waist, go to center line. Okay, now go back to center line. Do that a few times to get that concept. Okay, central line Wu Sao. Keep this straight. Can you bend your thumbs? Yeah. You know why you want the thumb bent like this? That's also a weapon to the eye. See? That's why you want your thumb bent. Okay? So now, let's run through that section. Let's just do this part. Repeat it a few times. So, central line. The bong sao comes in. Central line. Now your bong lifts, rolls, and pushes forward a little bit. Okay? Now go change again. Do it again. Just do it a few times. Like maybe do it for like a minute. Till it becomes second nature. Push your hip forward. Don't stick your tailbone out. Push your hip forward. The Chinese say point your navel to the sky, which is physically impossible, but that's the concept. Step and change. Okay. See, you got the wrist bent. Straight. One straight line. Okay. Don't lean. Stand up straight. Like you're in the military. Just stand straight like a tension or something. Okay. Turn. Yeah, keep this protecting your head. Okay. Step and turn. Don't bend the wrist. Keep that straight. One straight line. Straight line. Okay, again. You're bending the wrist, see? And this is a lot of people, the other versions of Wing Chun, they have their wrist bent like this. Okay? That's not a good thing. If you're doing a Quan Sao, like this, against a kick, say this was your leg, you were throwing a high kick to my head, and I did a Quan Sao, and I had my fingers like this, break my fingers, so I want it that way. So you don't want your fingers pointing this way. You want it pointing away from your target, not towards it. So they do the broken wing, we call it. So you don't want to do that broken wing. Try a couple more times. Keep this straight. Straight line, okay? Again. Again. Straight line. I'm going to make this a little bit harder in a minute. Okay, good. So now, hold this stick here for me. My face level. Right about there. Watch it. Just leave it right there. You know when you do Silam Tao, and you do that circle around and strike, that advanced Silam Tao? Yeah. Well, the simpler way is just to do Tan and strike. So when I'm doing this, watch. That's a strike. Right? And I'm doing this. See? So I'm striking as I hit. And especially good for a round punch. When you're doing this, you're hitting the person's arm. So it's not just this. The Wu Sao hand is actually striking. So that's one of the aspects of doing two different motions. It's hard for some people to do this and do that. See? Okay? And it's not at the same time. It's about a millisecond behind. So it's bong, bam. It's like one end. If you know music, it would be called a grace note. Or drummers, they call it a fram. See? So it'll be ba-da. It's not simultaneous. Okay? Let me see you try that now. Nice and slow. Let me make sure the camera's got you in frame. So with your Wu Sao hand, you're gonna strike. You're gonna strike. Now change, hit the person's arm. Yep. That works in the straight punch and for the round punch. Okay, go ahead. Okay, actually cover some ground. I want you to forget my hands. Watch, I'm actually stepping. So I'm going to actually step to the left and turn. I'm not going to try to stay like this. I'm going to actually move. So cover some ground laterally. You want to get off the line of attack, off the line of confrontation. You're going to step to your right now. Take a deep step to the right and turn. And a deep step to the left and turn. Stay on the balls of your feet. And try to keep the distance constant. Okay? When you're doing Silam Tao, there's a point where you're going to be stable. So if I stay here, push me to the side, push me, give me a good push. I'm trying to resist you. See, see where I landed? Now push me. That shows you that's my home base. See, this isn't my home base. Push. I'm going to try to resist you, and I have to move. See? So that's where my stance is. Everyone's stance is going to be different. So this is my home stance. Whatever distance is between these feet, I want to maintain that distance as much as possible. So say whatever, I'll make up a number. Say that's 26 inches. I'll make up a number. I'm going to make sure when I step, I got 26 inches. It probably is. I'm off probably. But see, I want to do that. I don't want to ever, and then shorten it. I want to maintain that home distance because why? Because I was stable. When you pushed me, that's my stance. I'm stable now. Even with my front stance, it's going to be the same distance because I'm stable. If I'm in a front stance and you get in front of me and you push me, see, now push. See, I'm stronger. But here, I had to step back. So that's your body finding your strong foundation. Okay, so make sure you keep that distance constant. Let me see you do it again. So you're going to step to the side and make sure whatever distance your feet are. So another way to look at it, if I step 1 inch with this foot, this one does an inch. If I step 6 inches, this one does 6 inches. So you get back to your home stance. Okay? Your base. Get back to your foundation stance. Step to the right and turn. Step to the left and turn. Keep it straight, remember? You gotta focus on that. I'm doing a class. Okay. Straight. Okay, step. No, you gotta step more. Yeah, because like I'm charging at you. You want me to go back. So I charge at you, you move that way. See? See? That's what you want to do. You actually want to watch. Look how far I'm stepping. So let's say this line here. You're kind of like standing in the same position. I'm moving way over here, and then I'm moving way over here to get out of the line of attack. Okay. Okay, so now let's do the one for a round punch. Okay, so now we're going to step, and everything's going to be in the center line. You're going to step, everything's going to be in the center line. Let me see you do that now. So it's going to be for a round punch. Okay, let's see. Yep, that's good. Up here in your center. You're leaning a little bit. Stand up. Yeah, right here. See? So, see? If I was to punch hard, it would hurt my arm. That's why I'm not going to punch really hard. See, that would hurt me. Okay? Now do the other side. Do the other side. Okay? Do that a few times. Now don't forget to add that, because you want to hurt the inside of his arm. You want to hit the inside of his arm. It's going to hurt real bad. So if you punch with this hand, I'm going to do here. I'm going to go, see that, to your arm? All right? You want to damage his arm. You want to cause trauma to the limb. So just do it slowly. Watch. Bam, and hit. Just do it slowly. Break it down into 2 parts, and then you're going to make it smaller. Do this right now. Bam. And then here, and strike. See? Yes, exactly. Yes, like it's called ginglik. It's like explosive energy. It's just, bam, hit. It's like nothing to something. Emptiness to fullness, or whatever you want to call it. You're just going from here and strike. So it's going to look like, it's going to be like this. And as you get better, you're going to be able to hit harder. Okay? All right. Try it slowly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, it's going to be to your center. So you got to face the point of contact. So let's turn this way. Okay. So now do the bong sao wu sao. I'm going to punch with my right hand. Okay, I'll do it with my left hand then. So that's got to be here. So use your hand to strike me. Do that a couple times. Yeah, do it again. But don't stay on it. Just like, yes, that's exactly it. Yeah, do it again. Okay, yeah. Okay, now do the other side. Okay, it takes the time to get it. Okay, again. This side now. But step. Don't stay in one spot. Now you're gonna, okay, now you're gonna step to your right, turn to your left, and hit me. Watch your watch. Take your watch. You don't break your watch. So you're gonna step, bam, step, bam. You discourage the person from doing another punch because it's going to hurt when they punch at you. The harder they punch, the more it's going to hurt their arm, especially if you have good structure. And since you've got a space between your bone and your wu, you got a good leverage. If you're close together, they're going to collapse you. But if you have not too much space, just a little bit of space to cover a broad surface of their arm, like this. Here, if you're stronger than me, push through, you would push me off balance. Push through, push. Yeah, see? But here, I can just stay here all day, push. Because I got most of your arm. So that's why when you do the bone and wu, you don't want them close together. You want some space. Maybe a fist distance, something like that, between your hands, your arms. Let's see, you try it now. Let's face the camera so I can have a record of. So you're just gonna go, so a round punch is coming. So I'm going to face my center out towards Palos Verdes, right? And I'm going to step and turn and now face my center toward those apartments, right? My opponent's still here, but I'm facing my center line away. Try that a few times. Keep your bong sao higher. Remember, they're both upper gate blocks. So you're protecting your head. Bong sao a little bit higher. Try the other side. You have to make contact with both arms. So the bong sao has to be higher. Again. Again. Let's stand this way. So to be on camera, right? Face me. Okay. So. Okay. Again. That has to be higher. You want to make contact with both arms. Okay. Both arms. That gives you more leverage. See? It's harder for me to push in. See, I can't move you. But if you have your arms together, and with my bad shoulder, I can still collapse you. All right? So I shouldn't have done that. I felt it. That's okay. All right. Okay, let's go. Okay. Right. Not so close together. I'm going to have some space, at least a fist distance. Now the other side. But step. This time you're going to step towards the camera and turn. You're going to step towards that direction and turn. Right? There you go. Okay? Again. 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 Yeah, you're getting it. I'm starting to feel it. And I wasn't punching hard. If I was punching hard, it would really hurt me. So let's try now. From here. Just try the beginning of the form. I'm going to add those little nuances. Don't use your body. Don't do this. Elbow only. What that is striking in here. Okay? So in combat, it would be one hand, like that at a time. But you do two for the form. So you're going just about to hit the target, and then you flick the wrist at the end. And you're going to be striking with the middle finger, which is the longest finger. And you want to squeeze the fingers together so they're strong. Otherwise, you're going to break your finger. Now, Grandmaster does strikes like this because he's trained his hand. He can do 2 pressure points at the same time. I'm not that good yet. I just do 1, okay? Let's see the form. Now the next one, step back. Yeah. No. I just showed you this. So don't get frustrated. But you just learn this way. Okay. So normally we do 1 and a side neutral, 2 and a side neutral, 3 and a side neutral. Then we open the hip up, pak sao, front kick, circle, land, and do the arm breaks and all that stuff, right? But the reason you open the hip up is so you kick with an open hip. We don't want to do closed hip kicks. Everything has to be open. If I kick with my toes facing that way, my base is only from my belly button to my back. So if I kick, somebody can push me off balance. But if I have my foot pointing that way when I kick, I have a longer base. So when you're doing the regular form, before you do the kick, you open the hip up. But the real application would be with somebody's punching at me and I do this. See, my hip's already open. Yeah. So you throw a straight punch with your right hand and I do this. Now step in deep. See, that's why I get offline, see? And then leave your hand there. And then you pull your hand back and punch with the other hand. And I would do this and then kick. Okay? So instead of doing the form this way, on the third one, do it the application way, the combat way. Jet sao, front kick. Okay? Let's just do that a couple times. Do it with me. Face me. Get into a side neutral stance. Okay? So, yeah, cool. I'm going to punch with my right hand. No, get into your guard. Get into your guard. This is called a man sao. It's called asking hand, like asking. Mm-hmm. Some people do this guard like this. That's how we used to do it back in the old days until we realized it should be this way. Your finger should be pointing to my eyes. So if somebody was taller, the taller guy, your guard would be up there. If you're fighting a small person, to be there. But you point it to my eyes. See, I'm going to do a straight punch. You're going to do a T-step. No, T-step. Because I can kick that leg. Move that leg out of the way. Because this could be a fake. See? So move that leg out of the way. Yes. Yeah, T-step. So get into get into your man sao. Get into your guard. Okay. Ready, go. Now circle this hand around. knock my hand, kick. There you go. And then arm break. Underneath. Oh, no, underneath. Nope. Watch. Yeah. You arm break. So watch. One. Now see your elbows that way? So then I would arm break. So you brought it down. So if you have it this way, okay, which way are you going to make it? Okay, if you have it that way, I'm going to arm break this way. If you do like a boxing punch or a karate punch, a horizontal fist, that's horizontal. Your knuckles are horizontal to the floor. Then I'd break this way, crack. Okay. But if you do a Wing Chun punch, I'd break, no, Wing Chun punch. Yeah, I would break this way. See? So going against the joint. Okay? Okay. So usually we practice it, you punch at me, and you leave your arm there, and I pock and kick. But nobody's going to leave their arm there. Expect 2, 3, 4 punches coming at you. So he punches, you do 1, 2. So do 2 punches at me. See? That's 4. So I can either do, on the second punch, I can either pock or I can jut. Either one. Okay? Well, I got 1. Yep. Wow, yep. Okay. Okay. All right. So, so the person throws, now the form shows you from a side neutral stance. So someone throws a straight punch, I get offline, he throws another punch, I jut or pock, and then you kick. And then you can arm break if the arm is still there. If not, you would just follow in and vertical palm strike or punch, whatever. You can also do it from a front stance. So if I'm in a front stance, I can go here, 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 right? It's the same thing. See, the form only shows you this from the side neutral, but I could be in the front stance. You throw the punch, I still do a T. You throw the other punch, I jut or pop, front kick, circle, and punch, arm break, or whatever's available for me. Yeah. So let's stay with the side neutral stance, since that's the way the form is done. So 1, 2, 3. Jut or pop. Grandmaster likes to jut because he can jut and hit you in the eye. Then you're going to front kick, circle around, arm break. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So try that a couple times. That same side. We'll do one side first before we work on the other side. Once you master that side, you just transfer what you learned to the other side. And we save time. Make that circle tighter. So let me explain this to you. I'm going to overemphasize what you did. You did this. You went way down here, made that big giant circle to come up. You got to remember, the guy's probably going to be punching like this. So you're going to have to make that circle tight to catch that second punch. Tight circles. Do it again slowly. Okay, 2 punches coming. Bam, block it fast, then front kick him. Yeah, there you go. And then the arm break. 1, 2, 3, and then, yes. Okay, just repeat it. I want to make sure you get this. See, this is stuff I can't do with you on the Zoom class, you know? So I'm glad you came today. It's a beautiful day at the beach, too. One punch. Front kick. And then the arm break. Do the arm break to me. Yeah. Yeah. No, underneath. See? That would break my arm. Now, if I punch this way, you would do it that way. So, the form only shows you the arm break against the Wing Chun punch. Sometimes on my own, I would do this. I would do that on my own. The dummy shows you that. The form doesn't show you. It only shows you against the Wing Chun punch, a vertical fist. So you have to use imagery and fix it out, figure things out yourself. So what is in the form is another way to practice that section. Like we're doing side neutral, and then T. Another way to do it is T, exchange step, T, exchange step, T. Okay? That's something you can practice on your own. So do that a few times. Yeah. You'll go to the T immediately, and then exchange step and do a T again. That's not a T, that's an L. Make a T with your feet. Right? And do a T step now. All the way. That's an L. Make it a T. Your heel should be in your instep, in the middle of your foot. Yep, like the letter T. And not so close together because you're off balance. You can make it wide. The correlation, almost all these martial arts come from Fujian province, from the white crane style. So karate has a back stance. This is the same thing. This is our back stance. We just call it a T. It could be here. I could do a T step. If you come at me with a long pole, I may have to get like this to get offline. I may have to go that way to get offline. Yeah. So you don't want to T step close because look, you got no balance. So make it a little bit wider. It's the same as a karate back stance. It's all one art. These people divided it up. Yeah. So what that does is what? It gets you off the line. Sifu taught that to some rugby players. Somebody that's coming at you, you get off line. One of our instructors was teaching it to football players. The guy's coming at you, you get off line. So we kind of got that. Okay, so now after you've done this and you park and kick, so let's look at the perspective. So just stay in the front stance. Get into a front stance. No, right front stance. I should have said that. Okay, now hold your hand out here for me. So just hold it there for me. So I'm doing this, and I park, kick. My arm break, or after I kick, my arm break is at an angle. Mm-hmm. See, it's not out here anymore because you're here, and I've done this, and I park and kick, so I arm break out here, not there, because you were here. Right? And I blocked, knocked your arm over here, kicked. Now the arm break is here, and I'm stepping out there. See, you gotta remember that. Okay? Instead of us me teaching you this way now and then later on showing you it's really facing this way. Did you get the video I sent you with the Sifu explaining that when you do that Bong Sao and Lop and you step forward, it's really stepping back? You didn't get that video I sent you? No. Oh, okay. I'll send it to you. I got it saved.
Facebook videos.
But this isn't Facebook. This is to your email.
Oh no.
I sent it to your email. If I didn't send it, I will. But the form shows Bong Sao like this, right? Mm-hmm. Right? And then it shows you this. And then the second one, it shows you going forward. Sifu says it's really this. Oh, it's not going forward.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is taking all the non-combatic footwork and hand positions out of the form and showing you the way it would really be applied, which I think...
Do they do that in karate? They learn one thing and then
that's
not the real way to
do it. That's exactly. I don't know. I'm going to do it differently. I'm doing it differently because otherwise you got to unlearn what you've learned.
It's like tennis. If you learn the wrong way, you can't unlearn.
Wow.
mean, you always, because you have to be able to hit the ball and put the spin on it. So the tendency is that if you hit the ball and go all the way around, it's going to go that way or stuff. But actually, that's putting the spin.
Putting the spin, like in ping pong.
So so you learn how to do that from the beginning.
Okay.
And you learn in the end, even though you learn the right way, get under stress, guess what happens?
Okay, see, I know nothing about tennis, but that makes sense. Okay, so let's get back. We got a little excitement in the morning. If I'll check to see if I send them to you.
I'm looking at it. Let me see it.
To your Yahoo account? I think I sent them to you.
Yeah, Yahoo. That's the only thing I looked at.
Well, let's finish this.
Okay.
I have them saved. I'll send them to you again.
All right,
Okay,
yeah,
so
'cause I remember that one was easy to do because you do something like.
yeah, because I mean, the guy's here, so why are you stepping here? So he can beat you on the side.
Yeah.
He's on your blind side now. So Sifu says the bill application is here. See, then you would go here, and then okay.
Okay.
Because the other way, I go here and do 2 hins. This one, I go here. I punch, block, and hit, and come around. Let me do that again. I keep doing, see, relearning, I keep doing this. My elbow should be in here. Like you just said, doing something for years, I'm doing this. It should be in here. So let me redo that. So I go boom, hit, wait, hit. Let's step back. I gotta remember now. Okay, let me do it fast. I remember. Okay, so from here, I just translate. It's the right hand. Okay. So boom, here, block, and then hit, and then circle around. I keep doing that again. That's a bad habit. See, this way, I have no power. I want it this way, my elbow in. So instead of doing that, you can push me. See, it should be in. So, yeah, so from here, block, circle and block, and then bring the other hand up. I did it again. I'm going to keep on doing it until I get this correctly for myself. Hit, block, bring the hand up, circle around and pull back. There we go. See, I got to practice it myself.
You were saying you do that, this comes over.
Yeah, you punch over.
And it made a lot of sense, but
now, because who are you fighting? The camera is my enemy. Why am I fighting over here? You know? So let's do that. So let's say the last one. Chu, lop, pin, here, bring the hand up, circle around, pull back, and then you start the other side. Now T-step. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, right? Then Chu lop. So when you do it the regular way, you go, yeah. So you go from here, right? What's next after that one? What's the next part? Come on, you remember? This looks familiar. What's next after that? Just do the Chum Kiu form. I'll tell you when to stop. I'll make sure you got the sequence right.
I'm going to do it the old way first.
Yeah.
Getting the old way, huh?
So from here, you park 1, 2, 3, Chin Sao Lap Sao. Right? You can still add the T-step in it. It won't change anything. And then front kick, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, then Chun Sao Lap Sao. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. This Lap Sao is in my center line. See? If you throw a round punch with that hand, oh, okay, do it again. See, I'm lopping out here. My center is there, so this is a central line lop. Okay. Okay. So punch round punch with that hand, round punch. You did a straight punch. Okay, so
Yeah, because I felt the
okay, you know, I know it kind of hurts a little
bit.
bit, yeah. So basically, it's this. I'm lopping out here. So after you do this, 1, 2, 3, that's what you do in the form here, because you're striking out here, and then you come over and do this. Okay. So after you've done the last one, where you kick 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just step back and lop and then kick. Then you go into the bongs. Yeah. And kick. So application. So you get into a front stance. I throw a wrong punch, you're going to step that way. Do a T-step. And lock my hand down. No, with this hand. You're on the inside, just lock me. See? Take my balance, see? So I'm punching, you just go, no, but try to get in here. Yeah, and use your arm too. Okay? Use your forearm against my forearm. And push my elbow towards the ground. As you step back. See? That disrupts my balance. Okay? So let's try again. So I'm going to punch at you. Yeah, you take me off balance. Try again. Yeah, see? That's what you're doing in that one. So try that. Yeah, you leave it wide open for a kick. Yeah, you don't kick with the same side. Closest weapon to closest target. Why kick with the rear leg? No, wait. Go ahead, do it. Block. Kick with the front leg. You know, you will kick with the closest weapon. Why kick with that leg? I might sense that coming and move. Closest weapon to closest target is the theory. All right, try it again. I have to do some editing on this. I got to remember this myself. This is, I guess it would be equivalent to advanced Chum Kiu. I don't know, like we have an advanced little. So the punch is coming. So here, jut or pock, kick. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See? Keep this guard. Kick. Then, see? Then you go to that. Okay? Because otherwise you're facing in wrong directions. It starts out with Silum Tao, doing this and going back first and then forward. You have to go forward first, get it off you, then hit. So they teach you from the get-go something wrong. So try it. Now try it the combat way, the application form. Do the application form. Now T-step. Kick, arm break, strike, and then step back and lop. And lop. Lop to your left. No, not in front of you. You're gonna lop out this way. You're gonna lop out here. Lop out here. Right? So you're gonna take my arm out there. So that's gonna be your lop. It's gonna be a central line lop. So if I'm here and I'm doing this, my fists are even. So here's the border of my central line. So that lops out here. See? So when you're doing this, you're defining a border, your central line. If I'm in a front stance, I do the same thing. My fingertips are even, right? So that's the border. You don't want to turn too far, because even if I'm in a front stance and I'm facing too far to the right, one hand's shorter than the other. See? So I won't be able to hit the same target. Okay? So that's your guide. Yeah, so make sure that after you've done this, step across and lop. Because normally you do 1, 2, 3, you step across and then T-step. Normally you're done this, 1, 2, 3, and then you step across and do that, right? So I've done, let's get this correct, kick. Step across, kick. So now you're only gonna kick me if there's room. If there's no room for me to kick, then I'm just gonna hit. But if you step in deep to punch at me, wrong punch, right? If I got room, then I kick. Okay. And if you can, try to kick to the axilla.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you know as a doctor, you know
Yeah,
that bundle of nerves.
I gotta stretch my legs.
That bundle of nerves there, you could take somebody down.
I know.
Yep. Yep. So let's see. Try it. Let's just do that. We got to do this like once a week. Meet.
Yeah, I gotta try to do it.
Yeah, at least once every other week. The Zoom classes are good, but I can't do all those little nuances on Zoom. Yeah. You good for now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to do some editing on this thing, that excitement with that police chase.
Yeah.
Okay.